And we're back. So I cleaned this out a little bit. I shoveled down a few inches here, got rid of some dirt and a lot of the decaying wood particles that were here from firewood falling down over the years and rotting away. So I took a couple of inches out of here, probably, I don't know, 2-3 inches, and up in here along the stone wall, I took out probably about 4 or 5 inches of soil that was piled up against those stones. Another couple of inches that were up on top of the stones there. So that's the foundation. That's the stone foundation for the shed. We'll go around outside in a minute. I'll show you the outside. And so what I did is over here, where I removed the sill, just temporarily, I put a couple of bricks in there to hold up that post. This beam here is okay, seems solid, but the post, the beam, or the sill that was running this way is rotted right into that corner that's holding up that post. So the post should be okay for now, temporarily. You got a little bit of this sill beam holding it here, and then I put the bricks under this stud here to help hold that up. Put a little stone under this stud here to help support that one. That'll get me through the winter. I don't have time right now to fix this correctly, so it's going to be a summertime project next year. So let's go outside and I'll show you what I found there. And here's the outer wall. You can see the boards rotting along the bottom here. So this is the outer wall for the section that I was working on inside. This is the far end. And here's one of the posts right there. And it's looking a little soft. It's not real bad, but it's a little soft. So what I'm going to do next summer is I'll take the siding off, at least up a few boards, a few courses. Take the siding off, maybe cut the posts up a little bit, put some kind of stone or block underneath. Maybe even a better foundation of some sort. Maybe take the stones out. I'm not sure. Once I open it up, I'll do my diagnosis and figure out what I want to do. But that's the outside, so I'll pull these boards up at least 2 or 3 courses and go to work at it. But that's going to be next summer. I don't have time to do it now. This is late September. Today's the 24th or 25th, something like that, of September. And I've got a bunch of stuff to do before the snow flies. So this is just going to have to wait. So now what I've got to do is take some of these stones. These are all, or a lot of the stones that I pulled out of my barn when I restored that. These were, the small ones were just gravel in the ground. The larger ones were the foundation stones. So I've got to find a few good sized stones. Small enough to pick up, but large enough to do what I want to do. And what I'm going to do is build up some stones inside the well, and that'll help support the new pallet that I put down so it doesn't fall down into that well. And I had a little light bulb go on in my head about this well. I was thinking about this earlier. Now, this is actually day 2. I started this on yesterday. Today, that was Saturday. Today's Sunday morning. So I had a thought about this last night or yesterday afternoon. This may not have been a well. This may have been the privy or the outhouse for the property. So the house was built about 1850, and I always wondered where the outhouse was, because in a lot of homes from that era, the privy was in the barn, and there was no evidence of a privy in my barn. So I always wondered where it was. I thought maybe they just had a little outhouse out in the yard somewhere. But this might have been the privy. So that's a possibility. Anyway, interesting thought for me anyway. So let's get some stones, pile them up in there, and then we'll lay the pallets down. All right, so everything's done. I got all the pallets in that I need. Those two are full pallets. Those are 40 inches by 48 inches each one. And then I cut one down. That was, I think, 38 by, well, then I cut it down to 24. and then had to cut it a second time to get it to fit. So those are done. This one was a 36 by 36 inch, fit perfectly right in there. I wasn't going to do that, but the pallet that was there was all rotted out and sinking into the ground and half gone. So I figured I had that here, fit perfectly, so why not drop it in? This one I'll leave for now. This will get me through the winter. And then next summer, I'll tear into the shed, fix all the rot that's in there. I'll probably go all the way around the shed, check everything, make sure it's all in good shape. Once I open it up, then I'll figure out what to do for a foundation. Do I want to remove all the stones and pour a foundation, or just build up some more stones? I've got plenty of stones to work with. So anyway, works good. The stones that I put down in the well or the privy or whatever it is are working perfectly. Can't really see it. Here it's too dark, but let's see. They're working perfectly. The pallet's resting right on the stones. You can see one right there. And you might be able to see one right there, resting perfectly on the stones. So that job is done. Now, back to the original plan. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Now I'm getting back to the plan of stacking all the firewood. But I think I've had enough exercise for today. I'm going to take a break and get back to this later. And either that or tomorrow. And then start stacking all the firewood. 3 cords there to put away. Thanks for watching, folks.